Alright, so today we're going to be doing a review on an application that just came out called Jumpshot. So let's just get right into it. Jumpshot.com is where it's located, and what it is it's an application that you put any URL you want into it, and it can be your URL, it can be your competitor's URL, or one of your client's URLs. And what it'll do is it'll take their website and it'll show you the keywords that they're getting clicks from, and you can also set up conversions points to see where they're getting conversions on their page or on their pages. So how this works is it goes through the Avast antivirus program. So anybody who has the Avast antivirus program installed on their computer, it prompts them, I think right when they install it, whether they can take anonymous data from them or not. And right now, Jumpshot.com has a 150 million user database, so it's pretty large, and it tracks when people are clicking on certain keywords or URLs, and then what website is getting clicked on and the keywords that are being used. So when you enter your URL in, or anybody's URL in, what will happen is it'll show you their keywords right here. I just put one keyword and they give you an example website. I think it's Target. You can use to kind of check out the program, and then there's also another website that they already have everything set up on. And by set up on, I mean they actually go in and measure the conversions for you. So you're not actually setting up the conversion points, they are, and I'll explain how that works in a second. But this is what you'll see after you enter in a URL. We're just going to use Target as an example. And right here, this is just some random metric I put on. It's actually different on the website, but it'll show you the keywords they have, the clicks that they get for those keywords, and then the conversions if you have that set up. So from there, you can choose whether you want to measure these data points by weeks, months, or years. I think there's also quarter, but I just put in like the most prevalent ones in my opinion. And then it'll show whether the keywords are organic, like you can filter out whether they're organic or paid. And you can use adjusted or unadjusted. Now, I like unadjusted personally, and what that means is when you click unadjusted, it only shows the actual statistics for the antivirus program. So anybody who has the antivirus program that's installed on their computer and they said yes to the anonymous data tracking, you'll be able to see the exact clicks, no BS or anything. You just get to see exactly what's going on, and it's all legit data. Adjusted is algorithm based. I think they put in some sort of mathematic equation that kind of takes, I don't know how it works, but they take what the keyword's search rate is, and then they multiply it by something, and then you actually get an opinionated what they think they're actually getting clicks for and the conversions. But the reason why I like unadjusted is because you actually get all the real data. All right, so after that, we're going to go and talk about the price. So there are two plans. You get to start out with a 14-day free trial, which I highly recommend you try. But after the 14 days, you have to choose whether, if you want to buy the program or not, you want to spend $199 a month or $499 a month. And these are pretty steep prices, but if you're an agency, it's probably worth it. And I'll explain more why I think it's worth it in a second. So the difference between these two plans, there's more than just these two metrics, but in my opinion, these are the most important. For $199 a month, you get all of this plus data exporting to a CSV file, but you don't get conversions. So the $499 a month is for conversion tracking, and I think they let you track conversions on like 15 different websites. And to get back to how it works, how the conversions tracking works is when you ask for conversion metrics for a website, say it's Target, you actually have to ask Jumpshot to measure the conversions for you, and they do all of it for you. And I don't know how they measure it, but I know that they measure like how many people hit the thank you page, like the thank you.html page, or whatever the result page is for conversions. I don't know if they track clicks to like email signups, but they have some way of figuring out all the different conversions. So that's pretty cool. Some of the extras are there's a behavior flow chart to see where people are going through the site, kind of like what you would see in Google Analytics, and then data from referral sites, which is really cool. This is one of my favorite parts of the application, other than the fact that it tracks all this other data. You get to see where people are coming in from, if they're coming in from different sites, if they're coming in through Yahoo, Google, different social media platforms, and then you get to see, I think, the clicks that they're getting, just the traffic that they're getting from those sites. So, is it worth it? Yes, in my opinion, it is worth it. So the reason why I think it's mainly worth it is because you get to expose your competitors' weaknesses. And what I mean by that is that when you go in and type somebody else's URL that's a competitor, you can see all the different keywords they're getting clicks from. And at certain points, you might see where they're using like long tail keywords, but they're not taking full advantage of those long tail keywords, because you can go on their site and see which page is specifically ranking for that long tail keyword, and maybe they're not optimizing it as well as they should, and you could use maybe the skyscraper technique and add to that and hopefully maybe rank a little bit higher for those long tail keywords. Other than that, it also shows you if your competition is getting clicks for their certain keywords and how many clicks they're getting, and then you can kind of decide whether SEOing for those certain keywords are worth it or not. So, my opinion, Jumpshot's very, very valuable program, and I would definitely check it out. It's still pretty new. I think it's about a month old. But if anything, try out the 14-day trial and let me know what you guys think.